Hello and welcome to another programming lesson with my special. So in this programming lesson, I'm going to be talking about semantics in HTML and CSS. Now, what are semantics? Basically, semantics are the act or the art of structuring a HTML document in a way that illustrates the meaning of the content of that document. So basically, semantics has to do with the organizing, the arrangement, the structuring of your HTML tags and elements in a way that through the arrangements of those HTML tags and elements, your users can easily understand and be able to navigate through your HTML document, or rather your web page. Now, semantics has to do with readability and how easy is your user, how easy is it for your HTML document, your web page to be navigated through. How easy is it for your fellow programmers? How easy is it for your readers? Six, we talk about how can you bring out better search engine results and things like that. Now in this programming lesson, I'm going to be talking about four major semantic elements. The first being the nav tag, then we will go to this article tag, then the section tag, and then finally the aside tag. Now, I want you to note that semantics do not actually change the way the HTML document looks, or rather the web page, the way it looks, it doesn't change it, but it really has to do with how does the web browser see your HTML document and things like that. So without further ado, let's go to the nav tag. Nav is short for navigation, and this navigation tag has to do with your links, your navigation, your table of contents. That's what you put inside of the nav tag. Basically, the nav tag is used to group a set of links, your table of contents, how all those things that you use to navigate through the web page and things like that, to other web pages, to places inside of the web page, to other websites, external websites, and things like that. Now, inside of my nav tag, we have an unordered list with 4 list items, and this is basically my table of contents. We have my first list item, my second, my third, and my fourth. All of those are part of the table of contents for my HTML document. Next, we have the section tag. Now, what do you use the section tag for? Basically, the section tag is used for grouping a set of related information together in a way that okay, everything inside of the section is just related to each other. That's what the section tag is used for. Here we have my section tag, and inside of the section tag I have a header, and the header says an article on me. So everything inside of this section tag is supposed to be about an article on me, or rather me. And then we have an article, which is also inside of this section, and my article has 4 paragraph tags. Now, this is not the only section. We have actually 4 sections. This is the first one, this is the second, and now this is the third, and let's go look for the fourth. Okay, there is the fourth. All these sections, they correspond with my table of contents, which is like 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like we have 4 sections inside of this HTML document. Now, with that, we can go to the article element. The article element is basically used to group a set of tags together to show that it just represents one article. These tags can be images or text or anything basically, but it has to do with one article, one piece of information that are just put together and form an article in your HTML document. You have more than one article element in your HTML document, but in this one I only have one. Now this article has 4 paragraphs, as you can see, and this article is, well, on me. And as you can see, I put this header outside of the article, but the header is not part of the article per se. It is the header for the article, but it's not necessarily part of the article. The way this header is the header for the main information of the document, or rather the entire HTML document, but you don't put it inside of the main itself. It's put outside the main. That's the same way this header is put outside of this article. So we can go to the last semantic element we're going to be talking about in this HTML document, which is the aside element. Now, the aside element is basically used to group information or demarcate information that does not necessarily fit into the HTML document, or rather the web page, but it has to do with certain information inside of the web page. Now, the aside element is kind of like the footer element, but the basic difference between the aside element and the footer element is simple. When it comes to the footer element, we're talking about information about the web page itself. So inside a footer element, you put things like your copyright, how the website was made, the HTML, whether you use HTML or CSS or JavaScript or whatever programming language or programming software you used to create the web page. Yeah, those are kind of things that you see inside of the footer element. But the aside element, this has to do with information about the information inside of the web page itself. Now, it's not the web page itself, it's some information inside of the web page. For example, let's look at this aside element. Now, it's under my second section, which has a header of my favorite foods. So this is about my favorite foods. And we have an ordered list, which has the first list item, French fries, second list item, which is rice, and the third list item, which is amala and vegetable soup. Now, here we have an aside element, which says amala is a Nigerian swallow. Just in case you don't know what amala is. And a swallow is any molded food eaten with a soup. Now, other Nigerian swallows are semovita, pate jam, and eba, just to name a few. So, why did I put this inside of an aside element? Because we're not talking about Nigerian swallows, we're talking about my favorite foods. And one of my favorite foods just so happens to be a Nigerian swallow, which is amala. That's one of my favorite foods. That's why we're putting it inside of an aside element, because we're informing you of what amala is, just in case you don't know what amala is. So we put that inside a side element because we're just, it's information about the information inside of the HTML document. So with that, that's all I have for you in this HTML lesson. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your questions and comments in the comment section below. I'll see you in my next lesson, and thanks for watching.